Welcome back. The next beer frontier. A beer company is teaming up with a space engineering firm for the goal of creating a unique brew and bottle designed to enjoy in outer space. Joining me now is the co-founder of Four Pines Brewing Company, Jaron Mitchell. Jaron, great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Maria.
Tell us about this. Tell us about the project.
Yeah, it's been huge. So as you say, the story will one day be a space engineer walks into a bar and simply asks the question, how would you like to put your beer in space? That's how the whole thing came about, right? So, yeah, it's mental. So what's different about space and Earth? That's the big question. And because we're now going from it being a place where only 500 or so astronauts have ever been to a place where tourists are now going to go. One of the first luxuries they're going to want is a beer, right? You know, the agricultural revolution, you know, the founding of nations has been, you know, beer's been centric.
And it's the bottle that allows you to drink it in space, right? How the bottle is...
Yeah, the liquid and the bottle. So
Tell us about
the two things coming together. So the four things, in a really quick sort of layman's terms, that make space beer and Earth beer different. Number one, the ability to taste is dulled in space, so we need bigger, richer flavours. Number two, the way that your body absorbs alcohol is different, so we've had to play around with that. Then number three, the real one, if you imagine all of us in a space bar in a few years' time, on Earth if I burp, the gas comes up, the liquid stays down. In space, in this space bar, the gas and liquid come up, and the gas and liquid stay down.
That's not good.
Yeah, because gases and liquids don't separate in space.
It's called a wet burp.
Yeah.
So that's a serious problem.
So Virgin Atlantic, right, Richard Branson, if I pay him to take me into space, he's got to figure that out, the wet burp situation. You're coming up with that solution.
We figured it out for him. So I figured it out for space. And then the fourth and final thing is... to this point, astronauts have been using squeeze bottles, Camelbacks, those kind of things to get, you know, water, coffee, orange juice, etc. There's a famous bit of footage from the 70s. This is where they worked it out, where there was an astronaut with his head in a bowl, like a cat licking a saucer, trying to get coffee out of...
Wow.
Yeah, and they were, hang on a minute, because of surface tension and there being no gravity, we can't get this thing out of the vessel. So we've completely re-engineered and redesigned fluid mechanics in space. So now we're putting those four things together and creating the world's first beer for space.
I love it.
So, Jaron, what's it cost in space?
Yeah.
And how does it taste on Earth?
No,
Yes. So,
Yeah, we don't care about space right now because
you all should. I'm desperate to go up there and actually drink beer up there, right? So, yeah, so we're putting all that together at the moment. And, you know, I suppose the taste is slightly different. When you drink the space beer on Earth, it's not the perfect beer for Earth, but nor is Earth the perfect beer for space. Yeah.
I love it. That is great stuff. Jaron, we'll be watching. With space travel gaining speed, this is great.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much
for having me along.
us.
Great to meet you all as well.
good to see you.
Thank you, Jaron Mitchell.